Welcome back, everybody, and happy Thursday, happy Final Fantasy Day, and happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate it. And we left it on a little bit of a cliffhanger last time. So what happened between Cid and Shera?
Hey, get your ass in gear! You work like a snail! Even the moon would get tired of waiting around for your ass.
Wow, he's cruel. I'm sorry.
Don't take so much time checking that frickin' oxygen tank. Shera, being careful's good, but it won't do any good no matter how many times you check that oxygen tank.
Clearly, he's never heard of NASA.
That thing wouldn't break even if hell froze over.
But...
No buts! You're not stupid, so be more efficient!
I'm sorry. Wow, he's a dick. Captain, our dreams are finally coming true. We are so proud to be part of the launch of Shinra number 26. Captain, preparations are complete. All that's left is liftoff.
Yeah, leave it all to me. I'll be back in a few.
All right, Captain, fly our dreams into outer space. Yes, please do that.
Thanks, guys.
We're praying for your safety.
Instrument panel, all clear. Shinra number 26, ready for launch.
Engine pressure rising. Shinra number 26, 3 minutes to launch. Beginning countdown.
Finally. What happened?
Cid, we have an emergency situation. Mechanic is still in the engine section of the rocket.
What? Who is the little...
I don't know. Activating the aircom in the engine section. I could do this myself, but it's good for you.
Hey, goddammit! Who the f is in there?
It's Shera, Captain. Don't mind me. Go ahead with the launch.
Shera, what are you still doing in there?
I was still concerned. The results of the oxygen tank test weren't satisfactory.
Aw, she's very dedicated.
You stupid little... It's gonna get so hot in there that there ain't gonna be shit left when we let blast off, damn it!
Sorry, it's not me cursing, it's him cursing.
You're gonna be burnt to a crisp! You are going to die! You know that, don't you?
I don't mind. If I can just fix this, the launch will be a success. I'm almost done.
Almost done? You are going to die!
Cid, we must start the countdown. We won't make it if we don't. Starting engine.
Hey, wait a minute! She was still in there!
What are you going to do, Cid? If we cancel now, it'll be another 6 months until the next launch.
Damn it, Shera! You want to make me a murderer?
Captain.
Shera?
Tank number 7 check is complete. Once I complete tank number 8, it's all clear.
Come on, Shera, hurry up! You are going to die, and you'll make me a murderer!
30 seconds until ignition. Beginning countdown. Cid, you gotta forget about her. We won't make it in time.
What am I supposed to do?
15 seconds until ignition. Internal temperature rising.
Oh man, the moon, outer space, my dreams.
Igniting engine.
Shit!
Technically, I didn't curse there. Looks like he aborted. So now you know why it's called Rocket Town. All because he didn't want to kill Shera. Happy Thursday, everybody. And now he's a hateful prick to her because she ruined his dream. Even though he was the one that pressed the button. Yep, that's a thing.
He pushed the emergency engine shutdown switch, aborting the mission to save my life. After that, the space program was cut back, and the launch was canceled. It's my fault his dream was destroyed. That's why it's all right. I don't care what the captain says. I'll live my life for him.
Shera, you still haven't served him tea.
And here's the dick again.
I'm sorry.
Hurry up and sit down. Or ain't my hospitality good enough for you? They're late. Where is Rufus?
Hey, long time no see. So Cid, how you been?
Hey, remember this asshole? Yeah, we dealt with him in Midgar.
Well, if it ain't Fat Man Palmer, how long were you figuring on keeping me waiting? So, when's the space program gonna start up again?
That's a good question.
Hey, I don't know. The president's outside to want to ask him.
If he doesn't know...
Good for nothing, Fat!
Oh, don't say fat. Hey, tea! Can I have some too? With lots of sugar and honey and... Oh yeah, don't forget about the lard.
Ew. Alright, so we've seen... This isn't... I'll just be honest right here and now, this is not my favorite Cid incarnation, and the reason being is he is a real dick. Some of his character gets redeemed later on, but not a whole lot. So let's see what Rufus wanted with him.
What the? You got me all excited for nothing? Then what'd you come here for?
I want to borrow the tiny Bronco. We're going after Sephiroth, but seems like we've been going in the wrong direction. Okay. But now we think we know where he's headed, but we have to cross the ocean. That's why we want your plane.
First the airship, then the rocket, now the tiny Bronco. Shinra took outer space away from me, and now you want to take the sky away from me too?
Oh my. You seem to forget it was because of Shinra Incorporated that you were able to fly in the first place.
What?
Excuse me. This way.
By the way, I apologize if the audio sounds a little different right now. I'm actually sporting a new mic today, a more voiceover proficient one.
You wanted to use the tiny Bronco, right? I believe Palmer's going to take it. Why don't you talk to him?
Ah, Palmer's gonna take it, huh? Well, we gotta stop that.
Why do I have to do this? I'm the head of the space program, for crying out loud.
I don't know. Why do you have to do it? Well, let's go have a word with Palmer. We'll be taking that tiny Bronco.
Oh, I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, we've seen your peed-in pants plenty of times as well.
Oh, I know. The Shinra building, when the president was killed. Security!
And yes, Palmer's a boss fight. Don't ask me why. Palmer's a boss fight. Yeah, so once again, I'm actually sporting a brand spanking new microphone, one a little bit more proficient in voiceover and podcasting. So if I sound a little different, sound a little bit louder, quieter, let me know, because we're adjusting that as we go along. But happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving, and for those who aren't celebrating it, I hope you're having a good Thursday, because that should be awesome for you. For me, I'm actually recording this in advance, so I'm actually going to be celebrating Thanksgiving with my family and probably having a lot of fun with it. But for the most part, I'm actually been working my butt off this week, because since it's a podcast week, I've got a lot of podcasts that are getting ready to debut onto the Podomatic feeds, and a bunch of other content that needs to be uploaded. So you guys have plenty to look forward to, even though we didn't have an active schedule on the week of Thanksgiving. And it works out for you as well, because I mean, eventually I'll be back next week, and for the next 2 weeks I'll be able to produce content. Oh, hey, Palmer. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to that. Oh, I was hoping that'd kill him. Yeah. And I get my wish. He was killed by Optimus Prime. Not really, but, you know, that's what I'd like to believe. Hey, look, a boss fight I didn't have to waste my time on. Palmer's not that hard. If you guys thought he was gonna be hard, no. It's going to take off. How? Forget it. Get in. GTA mofos! Alright, here we go. Off we go. We have stolen the tiny Bronco. Cid is gonna have a conniption. But hey, it's a cool little cutscene. I love it. It's a biplane, but it has helicopter propellers. Goes future! Whee! I don't think Cid's happy that we stole his tiny Bronco. Oh no, and we got it hit. We just couldn't shake him. Shit, the tail's been hit! Emergency landing.
This is gonna be a big splash. Hold on to your drawers and don't piss in them.
Cid, everybody! Cid! As you can kind of imagine, he just joined the party. Yeah. And we've... well, grounded the tiny Bronco.
She won't fly anymore.
Can we use it as a boat?
Do whatever you want.
Cid, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'm history with the Shinra, and I've given up on the town.
How about your wife? How about Shera?
Wife! Don't make me laugh. Just thinking about marrying her gives me the chills. Oh. What are you guys gonna do?
We're going after a man named Sephiroth. We'll have to get Rufus of the Shinra someday, too.
I don't know about any of that, but... What the hell? Sign me up.
How about it, everyone? No, he's a dick. I don't really care.
Glad to be aboard, numbskulls.
Numbskulls?
Yeah, anyone stupid enough to go up against Shinra nowadays has gotta be a numbskull. I like it.
Don't know if I like you.
So, where are we headed? Rufus was going after Sephiroth towards the Temple of the Ancients.
Okay. Really, where is it, that Temple of the Ancients? That's a good question.
I don't know. That numbskull Cid was telling me he was heading the wrong direction. So maybe it's off this way.
Let's just head for land and get some information. Temple of the Ancients. That name bothers me. Yeah, ancient temples are never usually a good thing. Especially if something's hidden in them. So now we have accrued the Tiny Bronco. This is basically a light kind of boat. The reason I want to say light is because it doesn't go over deep water, it only goes over shallow water. And you don't really ever get, aside from the submarine, you don't really ever get anything that can go over deep water. But as you can see, we ended up on a western continent. So let's just go ahead and explore the place while we're at it. Ah, so we've got a little bit of a scene here, and you'll notice that I've swapped out Eris for Vincent right now. Wait! Ah, crap, it's Yuffie again. What happened all of a sudden? Don't scare me like that. I know this area pretty well. It gets pretty tough past here. Better get ready. What? Smells fishy. I like fish. My nose never lies. Fish are delicious. No, it's really tough.
There they are! Catch them!
Ah, crap. The Shinra.
Hey, that's not them! These are the other guys from before!
So you were Yuffie.
I didn't know. I have nothing to do with this one.
This one? What do you mean this one? Thank you. This one. So you were concocting some evil scheme?
No,
What should we do? Get them. Grab them and ask questions later.
And off Yuffie goes. Well, good riddance. I mean, I don't really have a problem with her not joining the party. She's kind of more of a pain in the butt, rather. So yes, I have subbed out Eris. So I actually did a little bit of a grinding break in between here and when I actually recorded the Rocket Town stuff. But I've swapped out Eris for Vincent for a particular reason. You guys will find out in a second. Because there's a little bit more to this area than meets the eye, so to speak. Not in the Transformer sense, guys. Just, there's a little bit more that we need to find out. Well, now that we've taken care of them. What's going on? I thought something was funny. My materia, it's disappeared. Yuffie, you will die.
Zones.
Wow, you never thought you'd hear that from him.
Her objective was stealing our materia from the beginning. North. She ran off to the north. I'm not going to let her get away with this. Hurry, we have to get our materia back.
Yeah, this is more of a forced quest. If you actually go to this continent, this will happen. But it is kind of an optional quest. You don't have to do it. Because I actually bypassed it in a lot of my time playing Final Fantasy VII. You just miss out on some rewards. So, yeah, the whole plot here is that Yuffie has stolen our materia. That's why I subbed out Vincent. It's because you guys kind of know Eris is, well, weak without materia. So at that point, I might as well have as many powerhouses as I can possibly add on here. And I'm not saying Cid isn't or any of the others, but Vincent has some extra perks that would come in handy from just solely physical bouts. Now, while we make our way to our next destination, I will point out actually one quick tip for people who are just barely playing this game for the first time. This area is a really great place to do some catch-up grinding if you haven't already done it. Believe it or not, we actually are coming up on the last little bit of Disc 1. There were 3 discs for Final Fantasy VII. This is near the end of Disc 1. And so this is actually a really great advantage, or at least a way to get grinding done that you may not have necessarily done while you were playing the game. Because you don't necessarily have to. But if you want to get a little bit of an edge in the coming discs, this is a great place to be able to do it. It's not only a great place to level materia as well as experience, but as you kind of notice, the birds that actually come in this area, they have an ability called Lightning, which actually jacks up your limit gauge by a lot when you get hit by it. So this is also a great place to level your limits. And the best way to be able to level the limits is to have them trigger constantly. So all you have to do is just put a couple of hypers on your party members and let the birds do what they do. Let them cast lightning on you and then just pump out the limits as soon as you can get them done. So all we got to do is continue to go north, and we will track down Yuffie into this whole new optional story arc. Again, you don't have to do this, but I actually encourage you to do it, just because there are some rewards that can come later, actually some essential rewards later, especially if you want to get some later items. And it's not like this is hard, actually. This is actually like a funny little story arc that you can do in the meantime. But you also get some awesome rewards out of it. Here's kind of the advantage that I see to having Vincent. His limits are actually based where he becomes monsters, and the 2 attacks of that monster are limits. Now, it does mean that you lose control of Vincent, but in this particular arc, that's not necessarily a bad thing, considering that you actually get some... if you do this enough time, you actually get access to his level 2 one, which is really helpful, especially in this arc. Then eventually you can get the other ones, and I'm not saying level 3 isn't useful, it is, but you really want to pump that through to his last one. Just so that you can get extra damage and benefits from that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get these guys taken care of. And I'm sorry I haven't done a whole lot of discussion this time. We've actually had a lot of stuff to... we've had a lot of talkie points in the game. So much so that I actually think we're coming up on that time in the next little bit. We're going to at least try and get into the new area. But again, I hope everybody's having a happy Thursday. And yeah, when we come back next week, we actually will continue on a little bit more thoroughly into this arc. But we're going to enter into the village of Wutai, which just so happens to be Yuffie's hometown. So let's go ahead and check it out. Hey! Yeah, you're not running away from us. You need to give us back your materia. But yeah, unfortunately, we're coming up on that time. So when we get back next week, we will explore Wutai as well as track down Yuffie and get our materia back.